Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Crisis is brewing in Osun State, the state that is believed to be the ancestral home of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his nephew, the former governor of the state, is at the center of that crisis. And that crisis is similar to that of Rivers State. It is about who to control the structure, this time the local government structure. The president's nephew wants to control the structure, and he's using federal might to control the structure. And the governor of the state of Osun has cried out. How will this end? Looking at what is also happening in Rivers State. But they are all the same. They are similar. It's all about structure. It's all about using power from Abuja to intimidate the state governors to have their way. It's all about ministers who are close to the president, believing that they can do and undo in their own state using federal might. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. What are the consequences of this kind of thing happening? And nothing is done to stop it before it gets out of hand. Welcome. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has raised the alarm, calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to call his nephew and Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, to order over the controversy surrounding the appeal court verdict on local government chairmen of the state. He accused the Minister of Blue Economy of Marine and Blue Economy of using security agents to enforce non-existing court judgment on our local government, that's on their local government. According to Governor Adeleke, the bone of contention is the brazen effrontery to return to office council chairmen sacked by a subsisting court judgment using a different court decision which has no consequential order, according to Governor Adeleke. The governor added that contrary to the lies being peddled, the council chairmen were sacked through executive order before he was sworn in. Now, that is the issue at stake. It has reached the level that the governor has cried out to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president. And in fact, if you read the whole statement, Adeleke was hoping that Tinubu will intervene and sort out the matter. He was literally overpraising Tinubu, saying that Tinubu is a Democrat, that he wouldn't have supported what his brother is doing in Osun. That's what gave the Adeleke that mindset to think maybe he just want to pander to Tinubu, that Tinubu is a Democrat, that he wouldn't support what his brother is doing in Osun, that his brother is trying to set the state on fire and all that. He doesn't seem to understand. When Lagos State, when there was crisis in Lagos State, and the APC and their thugs were moving around Lagos, telling Igbos not to come out to vote in the election. Tinubu was in Lagos. Did he do anything? You think that Tinubu was not aware that thugs were moving around Lagos and were pursuing Igbos, telling them, if you know you are not coming out to vote for our governorship candidate, don't come out, or you pay the price for that. Tinubu was in Lagos. So the idea of Adeleke believing that Tinubu is unaware is likely to spoil his case. But that's part of the content of his statement, that Tinubu will not, as a Democrat, he will not support what his nephew is doing in Osun. That's what he believed in. But he didn't know that Tinubu would not be happy about the result of the last election in which he lost Osun. Tinubu will not be happy that his brother or his nephew couldn't get second term. He would think, Adeleke would think that Tinubu doesn't know what that means. The message is sent to the nation that he couldn't win in his ancestral state. His brother couldn't return. And they think that all those, because the governor of Governor Adeleke was saying that the commissioner of police is working with Tinubu's nephew. This DSS is working with him. The NSCDC is working with him. Every security operator, they are working with him to enforce appeal court ruling that allegedly restored the local government chairmen who are loyal to Tinubu's nephew. In other words, by those people being in charge, and you know what it means now, when the Supreme Court has already given financial autonomy to the local government, it means that the purse of the money of Osun State is now in the hands of Tinubu's nephew, who is a minister. It makes them to be even politically, it makes them stronger than even the governor, because it's not a small thing to be in charge of local governments in any state. That was why Nyesom Wike battled to stop local government election from taking place in River State, so that Fubara will not be able to get his own men elected as local government chairman, and therefore creating a new power structure in River State. So what Adeleke is doing is fighting a battle for his political life, just like Fubara did with local government election. And you know that local government election, Nyesom Wike and co and his lawmakers, they are still in court, trying to use the Supreme Court to declare that local government election an illegality, so that they will be able to put their own people, create an opportunity for Nyesom Wike local government chairman to emerge. What is all this what does that portend? What is this all about? It's all about the control of the purse of the states using local governments. And it's all about 2027. It's all about interests of politicians. But what Nigerians should note is that this tendency to use for Abuja politicians who are ministers to try to suppress their governors using security agents, making federal security agents to be more loyal to ministers than to the governors of a state or governors of the states who are supposed to be the chief security officers is dangerous, because the governor supposed to be in the same page with the security heads in their state. But you can see how Adeleke is crying helplessly that all the security heads are working against him and working in favor of Tinubu's nephew. In Rivers State, you saw what Fubara had to pass through. Even the police was not ready to provide security. They said they will not provide security for local government election to take place. All the security agencies in Rivers State, they withdrew from performing their official security function on local government election day in Rivers State, just to pander to minister from Abuja. This doesn't bode well for our democracy. This, our democracy, is not a democracy that should be allowed to appear like a dictatorship, where Abuja will be breathing down on state governors and ministers will be taking advantage of federal might, because we have federal police, we have federal DSS, we have federal Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. We have everything is federal. You now take advantage of it and take advantage of your closeness to the president to suppress your state governors, especially when your state governors are of opposing political parties. That's not right for democracy. And the president appears not to see anything wrong with what they are doing. They are being emboldened, literally, because they feel they can intimidate their governors. But the governor of Osun State has cried out that serious crisis is brewing. There's possibility of breakdown of law and order if the president doesn't interfere. And that is where the president should do something to show that he is the commander-in-chief and call his brother to order the way that the governor of Osun State is demanding that he be called to order and that due process be restored in Osun State. Similar thing is also expected in Rivers State, because the crisis that will ensue from some of these things can consume our democracy. We have to be careful. Our democracy may be over 25 years old now, since 1999, maybe over that now. That doesn't mean that it is standing on a very strong footing. We continue to manage it. Our democracy is still nascent, whether we like it or not. We are still learning. We are still in learning process. And rule of law must be at the centerpiece of our democracy. So the president should be very careful with what is happening in Osun, what is happening in Rivers State. Already, people are also saying that the presidency should also be careful over what is happening in Kano State, where people are also using federal might to intimidate the Kano government to determine who is emir and who is not emir from Abuja and all that. These are some of the issues that you get. Crisis brewing everywhere as a result of people using federal might from Abuja to intimidate state governors. I don't know what you think about this. What do you think about what is happening in Osun State? The struggle for the structure, to have control of local government structures in Osun State. Compare it to the struggle for local government structure in Rivers State, which is still ongoing because that matter is still in the Supreme Court. It is not yet over for Fubara because they are doing everything possible to cancel that local government election that he held, which created a new power structure in Rivers State. But all this, you see that Abuja politicians are at the center of creating all these crises in these states. What have you to say about this, especially as the president appears not to have reason to call them to order to face their business in Abuja? His nephew is supposed to face his marine economy business in Abuja. And Wike, the Minister of Effrontery, is supposed to face Abuja's problem, which are numerous, instead of interfering in local politics in their various states and allow their governors to work, allow their local governments to operate without interference, without intimidation, either from security agents or using the courts. I don't know what you think about this. Let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.